welcome back to my live session. And today's topic is let me I don't even have to look over 5 seconds. Okay. Today's topic is why do we glamorize struggle? A real talk on wealth, comfort, and moving differently. So, yeah, this is a different topic. I know I usually talk about fashion and everything like that, but I decided to try something different and talk about wealth and just what it means to just be successful to you and what are some realistic ways to actually achieve that in my own personal journey, going through that and everything else in between. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, turn on those post notifications. Okay, I got some notes. Y'all know I love me a good notepad. So, first thing is, how does generational trauma and survival mentality get passed down? For me, it get passed down with just multiple people making the same poor decisions over and over and over and over again, and no one getting education, no one prioritizing getting to the next level or even seeing the next level as attainable. And even for me, how I was raised and how I grew up, I always kind of felt like for Black women, like the only way you can succeed is if you're in the healthcare field. And I just always thought, like, you know, getting a degree getting a degree is the only way that you can make money. And I'm not an advocate for people to not go to college. I don't believe in that at all. But I was very ignorant, to be honest, about how to make money, what are the ways to make money, what is credit, what is a budget, what um does return on investment mean? Should I really be pursuing this degree that once I get this degree and I get the salary is never going to be enough for me to pay off my student loans? Should I finance a car at this dealership or this place when I don't even make enough to just survive? How much does it cost to survive? All these things I feel like I was never taught because of my family and their family just never taught financial literacy and how to get ahead. And I'm just not just talking about multiple stream of income. I'm talking about even how to maintain the income that you have, what you should be doing with your income to get to the next income. It's just those conversations weren't had. They obviously weren't had in school. And yeah. Why being strong and resilient became a badge of honor. I feel like that was just a defense mechanism. We just applaud them, congratulations, you're so strong for being evicted all these times. You're so strong for maxing out all your credit cards. You're so strong for what you go through. And the thing with that is everybody in life, no matter what, we're gonna go through something. We're gonna go through something, whether that's health wise, relationship wise, family wise, our own personal mental health. You're going to go through something. But money, I know we hate to admit it, money is that buffer, is that protection. So when you do go through something, it's not catastrophic for your life. It's not going to rip your life apart. It's not going to tear you up financially. It's not going to have you begging and pleading and asking people for money or blaming the system or whatever. And that's the thing that I had to realize, what I feel like really took me to the next level of my life, is just nobody is coming to save you. And I'm a Christian and I believe in Jesus just as much as the next person, but we all have to realize and take advantage of our own life. Not blaming the white man, not blaming the matrix, not blaming the system, not blaming our trauma, not blaming our exes, not blaming anybody except getting off our ass and making shit happen. Whether that is real estate, whether that is your own business, whether that's working your 9 to 5 corporate job and it pays your bills and you happy and you good, whatever it is, find you something, cover your own ass, and don't look around for somebody else to help you or save you, because everybody, majority of everybody, is kind of in the same boat struggling to get out. So, yeah. Once you realize that nobody is coming to save you, that lights up the fire up under your ass to make sure happen for yourself. The glorification of hustle, struggle, poverty, music, film, and social media. It's profit. It's a profit. Why would they want you, especially a impoverished person, especially from a minority, especially from a marginalized group? Why would they want you to be successful? Why would they want you to say, you know what? Maybe I should put a little bit from my check to the side in case of emergency. Nah, they want you to spend your whole check on going out. They want you to, use your rent money to go on vacation and come back and then you get evicted. They want you to prioritize, your maintenance, your hair, and your makeup, and you have no money in savings in case you get a flat tire. They want you to continue to do that because they make money. And everyone is making money off you being ignorant and off you being poverty. That's car sales, that's insurance people, that's real estate, that's anything. Your credit is your report on how well you can do with your money, how well you are with your money, your finances, how much money that you make. I know we all like to say, oh, they're not judging you. No, they're judging you. because they're looking at you not as an impoverished person or, they don't have sympathy towards you. They look at you as if you are proving the stereotype right. You're getting pregnant without being married, without having a husband, and not even just having a husband. 'Cause I'm not all about the man, man, man shit either. But you're getting pregnant when you don't have enough money to take care of yourself because you're trying to fill that void with a child, which won't be able to fill that void. It's just going to be, hate to say, another liability on your finances. Or making babies with men who are lazy, who don't want to get off their ass, who don't want to work, who don't want to get a job. And the jobs they do get is warehouse where they only take home like 2,800. That ain't enough. That's not enough. $2,800 a month is not enough for no person at all. So we got to make smarter decisions and not let social media or these influencers, even then, like I've been seeing TikToks where it's like Ronald Reagan is laughing that black men and black women want to quit their jobs to become influencers, and they're right. They're right. There's so much ways to make money in America in general that don't require you to be an influencer. I know I may feel like I'm breaking the fourth wall, but literally, you can make money with a college degree. You can make money starting a business. However, let's all be real for a second. It takes money to start a business. And if you don't have the money to start a business, it takes you getting a loan. How are you going to get a loan for a business if you have no proof of income? What are you going to use to pay it back once the business get running? Most businesses don't start making money until the 3, 4, 5 years in. You see how so it's okay to get a good job. It's okay to get licenses to real estate, notary, any other thing. But don't feel like you are limited and that you are trapped and that you're forced to just be in this poverty and just do what everyone's saying. Oh, I'll just do hair, or oh, I'll just be an esthetician, or if you're letting social media and you're letting random people who are also broke dictate your life. All they can tell you to do is how to be broke just like them, how to be miserable just like them. They can't tell you to do X, Y, Z or do this or do that because they've never been there before. But yeah, that's my piece on that. Um, the difference between working hard and working smart. Key important thing. I know so many people who always love to brag about the fact that they work 2, 3 jobs. But the T is they're not making any money and and it's actually costing them their body. No disrespect to people who are plumbers, people who are truck drivers, to anybody who use their physical body, to be able to take care of themselves. But I feel like those a lot of people are like thinking, oh, I'll be a truck driver, I'll make 10, 20, da, da, da. And yeah, you may make it, but at the expense of your back, at the expense of your weight, at the expense of your health, at the expense of your mental health. Same thing with plumbing. All of those trade jobs is taxing you on your body. And then they be mad at people who are working corporate or who work, IT or in STEM fields or finance or whatever in sales, and they don't have to stand and break their back and do the most, and they're still making $20,000 to $10,000 a month. There's people out here really making money using their brain instead of their body. There's only so much money somebody's going to pay you for your body and for your physical labor. Why? Because anybody can do that. Anybody can sweep a room. Anybody can wipe a table down. Anybody can pass out food. But the more higher that you go, that requires actual intelligence and certain skills that not everybody has, the more valuable you will be to the economy and to yourself and to your finances. So I advise everybody, whatever you do, make sure it's making you more money than it is requiring you to do physical labor. I have gone through my life and had several odds and ends, jobs, warehouses, retail, sales, all this type of stuff. And it wasn't until I, took a jump and took a chance on myself and my sales capability that I started to see an improvement in the money that I'm making. I feel like so many people are like, oh my God, I don't think I can sell this. I don't believe in myself. And that's what I hate to say, but sorry, but that's what keep them broke. That's what keep them broke. Scare half of the world is sales. Half of the entire world is run on sales. The businesses that you work for are selling. Even real estate, your sales is sales. Even like selling cars, sales. Life insurance policy, sales. The entire world is run on sales. Even like services is a sale. They're selling a service. Everything is a sale. And the quicker you understand that concept, the better you will be. Take a chance on yourself. I feel like a lot of people think, okay, I'll just get 2 jobs. I've had 2 jobs before, not worked it. You're drained. You're not really making no difference in your money. Um, your health is declining. You have no life. You're struggling mentally, and you're still probably making no more than 4,000 a month. And you can make 4,000 a month doing a lot less. But next, moving differently doesn't make you lazy, but it makes you strategic. So many people, when I hear people like that who work, they don't even do that. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. They don't gotta break their back. People always be like, the manager never do. They don't have to. They don't gotta do that. They don't gotta break their back. They don't gotta run up and down crazy. Their job is to manage and oversee the business. That's it. A lot of like I feel like a lot of people feel like, oh, it's a badge. Like I just said, it's a badge of honor. I'm working hard. You got soft hands, bro. You got soft hands with fat ass pockets. Why you got to work 100 hours just to get that 10,000? And at what cost? You don't see your family. You don't have a life. You're like you don't do anything outside of working, going to sleep, and commuting to work. Only time you talk is to somebody's on your off day barely because you're tired and you spent, or on your break, but you're still tired and you spent. You're mean, more than likely, because you're constantly working. You have no time for yourself, no time to do anything except go to work. Trust me, I know that's still another form of survival mode, and I feel like shouldn't be promoted to anybody. I think you guys should all take a bet and chance on yourself, whatever career that is. But don't let a lot of people convince you, oh yeah, you gotta just work hard, you gotta work harder, you gotta work hard, you gotta work harder. It's people, the hardest workers are the brokest people. That's what I get. The people who work 5 jobs, 6 jobs, I work here, or after I'm going over here, and they still broke. And that's when they get mad because I'm working all these hours and I'm still broke. You have to increase your education, to be honest, or you're gonna keep working for people who already didn't got it. But yeah. Why creating comfort isn't selling out. The people who say, "Oh yeah, you would sell out, you bougie." I am. I'm all of that. But the thing is, I'm not bougie. I'm not selling out. I'm wanting a comfortable, normal life. I don't want to live, or be somewhere where I'm constantly worrying how I'm going to pay my bills. How am I going to save? You can't even think about how saving the money. How I'm going to pay toothpaste. How I'm going to buy toilet tissue. At that point, you can't even worry about maintenance, doing your hair, your that's all out the window. You barely can take care of your needs and necessities. And if you have to do certain things in your life, to where you can increase yourself, whether that is school, whether that's getting some form of a license, whether that's starting your own business, and that increases your income and you're around different people who can encourage you, support you, and get you to higher and higher levels, do that. Them same people who say, "Oh yeah, you switch," but let them think they still gonna be poor, broke, in the same spot, miserable. Don't take no advice from no miserable person. Let them say exactly, I can be out. But the thing is, you don't want to be on that level. I don't want to relate to somebody who poor. I hate to say that, but I don't. I don't want to relate to somebody who don't want nothing for themselves. Because all they gonna do is just bring you down. Trust me, I know. Keep all the miserable people in the miserable people party. Because all they're gonna do is just try to deteriorate you, unmotivate you, make you feel bad, make you feel insecure because they don't want to get up on their ass to make something happen. Or they'll do the other side. The other side is they'll try to fake support you, fake be happy, just so they can get a piece of the left, whatever something that you eat. And they just want to get a little piece of that fall to the floor instead of getting up their ass and making snap for themselves. Okay, next. How wealth can be used to elevate and not isolate. Um, Invest in things that matter. When I was younger, um, I was always broke, like 18, 19, 20. I was always broke. I was working these part-time jobs and I never had money, really. Unless I was working at a warehouse. I never really had no money to put aside or no money to do anything because I was always spending my money on purses and bags to make me feel better about my situation. But it wasn't until recently that I just decided, what good is it bringing a purse into a house or into a space that I don't want to be at. Or, you don't even got nowhere to even sit because at your house, you have no space because you live in a tiny place. And then that's when I realized the kind of the pattern. And what I'm trying to say with elevate is I want it now. How I move with my money is just sorry, look at this side. Now how I deal with my money is just I want whatever I'm putting my money to return in some type of way. So now when I get money, I put it towards something that's going to help me in the long run. Put it towards a license, put it towards my education, put it towards a emergency savings, put it towards good quality food, put it towards a gym, put it towards good experiences too. I'm not a hater. I'm not them girls who try to put down people who like to go to the club. Go to the club. That's what you like to do. Go to the club. As long as you got money, as long as you still handle your business and do what you're supposed to do, what's wrong with people going to the club? Even going to vacation. I think that's more of a luxury. But yeah. Now I just use my money in a more strategic way. How can I stretch this? How can I make the most out of this $300? I could spend it on a Coach bag, or I could put that $300 in my savings just for an emergency. Or I could put that towards an editor, or I could put that towards something, that could elevate and expand my business or that could help me. Or I could just spend it and be gone. So I think once we realize the power of money and how it all is a game, I mean, not to say it in that aspect, but it really is a game. And it's really just this will help this, and this will help this, and this will help this. It's like so many things that can come from this one decision of what I spend my $300 toward. I can spend it on, you know, one bag and boop, there goes all the opportunity. Or I could put a little, if I could put 50 over here, 20 over here, 10, 15 right here for that. This is like so many, so it's just, you have to be more strategic with your money. And then before you look around, you're in a totally different space. Okay. Next thing, feeling guilty for leaving people behind or for wanting luxury. I used to feel guilty because I felt like I was responsible for people, you know, or, oh, they don't know, not even they don't know, but they don't know, right? You're thinking they don't know how serious life is going to get for them if they don't get on their shit. They don't realize how money is running everything. And if you're not putting yourself in a position to when you're of age that you got some money, but to decide you're going to be fucked. And my thinking was, dang, I feel bad. Maybe me being around them will inspire them. Maybe I can help them. And every time I choose somebody else, it was taxing me. It was taxing me my energy, my time, my money. Energy, time, money, energy, time, and money. So I looked in the mirror. I didn't know who I was. I saw a ghost. I saw a skeleton. I was drained, completely drained of all of my energy, all of my excitement, all of my passions, because all of my day went towards them. And they was more than willing and happy to have somebody else to do the dirty work that they didn't want to do. But then look at my life. I'm nowhere where I need to be in my schooling. I'm, late beyond late on my bills. I have no savings, but I'm playing Captain America for the people who don't give a rat's ass about me. It had to stop. If they're gonna drown, drown, drown. And they're gonna drown regardless. But the cat is you don't notice every time you try to save them from drowning, they go poke another hole by spending money on dumb shit. Every time you try to stop them something, they do something else, another dumb shit. And you think to yourself, damn, why do they keep doing dumb shit? Something is wrong with them. They like to be poor. They like the way that they live. They don't see a problem with it. They blame it on the system or this or, some spooky particles than they own themselves. That's not me. So in therapy has helped me too, just realize like I need to take care of myself, because when I'm done playing for them, are they gonna turn around and say, you know what, Jasmine, let me help you with your bills. Let me help you give you some money for your business things that you want to do. I'm gonna give you $1,000 for you to start up, to invest in your YouTube channel or your business. Nope. Because they jealous of me. They takers. And they try to take everything that I got to get them to the little something that they can get you. And they gonna fall, the ball gonna drop anyway, because they can't keep it up. But don't play Captain America for nobody. People always talk about men, men. I don't really like to talk about men 24/7. But to girls, for men's or for any family member, do not play Captain America at all. At all. Save yourself. Okay. How to mentally detach from struggle loyalty day by day. Go out and explore. When I was younger, I loved noodles. I love hot pockets. I love Hawaiian punch. I loved all of that, right? Because it was all I had. I mean, maybe didn't like those weenies things that came in the can and were like those for real, but everything else I love. I love hamburger helper. I love spaghetti. I love nacho. I love all that because that was all I knew. But once I started going out, right? Exploring, living my own life, drinking kombucha, eating sushi, eating delicious subs and salads, and these really pretty IKEA bowls and these delicious smoothies. Trying to go back to a hot dog, frozen hot dog, I just couldn't. I couldn't. Trying to go back to eating like a dollar soda. I'm not eating, drinking a dollar soda from like Bradley's. I couldn't. Like I would drink and I would spit it out. My body was already exposed to more things in the world, and I could no longer settle for that crap anymore. So, for people saying, how do I detach? Get yourself out. Sometimes you're detached because you're so face down in it. But once you lift your face up, run at your neighborhood. Go to wherever there's a Publix, is usually a nice area. Go to a very nice area in your city and realize, wow, life doesn't have to be like how I'm living. It doesn't have to be struggle. It doesn't have to be mold. Doesn't have to be rat. Doesn't have to be roaches. Doesn't have to be an empty refrigerator. Doesn't have to be scared someone's going to take your stuff. Scared somebody's going to repo your stuff. All that is just evil, misery, debt, poverty lifestyle. That is, a cycle. And sometimes you can make you feel comfortable. Because when you're smoking that blunt, whatever, what y'all do, you forget, oh, it ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. Until something happened, to you and you realize my family can't even help me financially. I mean, they can give you all the love, prayer, but they can't help you. They can't put you through college. They can't give you a $5,000 for your tuition and a little some money for you to live with. They can't. They can't help you start a business. They can't help you, if you're late on your rent. They can't. So let that be you being loyal to what? Loyal to my having a miserable life to fit in with people who gonna die. I mean, we're all gonna die. We're just gonna die because of health issues. Health issues because they couldn't afford to eat right. They couldn't afford insurance because they didn't have a good job that paid them insurance back the money. Those people you trying to kick it with and be cool and show some depth. That ain't depth. That's not depth. That's not real. That's not cool. That's sad. That's evil. That's depression. That's negative stuff, negative spirits feeding on their energy and bringing them down. And you see it in their face. Even me, when I was going through what I was going through with my very, but what that was, it was draining. My face was turning black, lips black, because I didn't know how to, there's energy vampires out here. Energy vampires and light, I don't even know what to call it. Energy vampire. It's called Reapers of Light. That's what I called it. Reapers of Light. Coming around. Before you know it, you know the scene in I don't even know. Avatar, when they got little things and they connect each other, that's what they're doing to you. They go and find somebody who has potential, who has optimism, who got some sense, who wants something better for themselves. Oh yes, she wants something better for her. Yeah, yeah. And they go to you, Andre, going on a hard time, Andre, go through a hard time, Andre, live with somebody. Bullshit. They go talk to you, put a little click in your neck, drained. Baby, can you just help me with tires? Sure. Oh my God, something happened to my house. Can you help me? You keep giving, giving, giving. And then you ask them, hi, do you mind paying for my gym membership for me? Gym membership. Scared, fear. I'm scared you're gonna leave me. I'm scared you're gonna realize I'm taking advantage of you. I'm scared you're gonna find somebody else who loves you and actually gives a shit about you and don't need to suck from you to survive. That's the real tea. But yeah, so don't be loyal to BS. Don't be loyal to negative stuff. It ain't gonna bring you nothing. And that was the thing that kind of woke me up from what I was dealing with. Was like, do I want to be here another year? No, another year of crying, begging, pleading. Somebody who ain't got no sense anyway. Somebody who crazy. Sometimes I feel like we romanticize things and make things seem so romantic until we actually come back and look at it. These people crazy. These people crazy and they happy with what they got. So that's why I shoot on one of those and go on by my business. Next though, what does wealth actually mean? To me, wealth is moving as slow as you damn want to. I notice whenever I'm driving around in traffic or whatever, the people who always they don't have money. I know I just speak so bluntly, but that's they don't have no money. So they don't have time to relax. They don't have time a slow morning. They don't. They don't have time to wake up, brush my teeth, order me food on the app, relax, wait for it to get ready. All right, so now I'm going to eat my breakfast, plan out my day, scroll, on a call. No, the people who have got no money running around with a chicken with a head cut off. Gotta go here. Oh, get out of the way. Oh my God, can I just go? And then when they're at the cashier, oh, hi, how are you? How are you doing today? I'm good, good, good. Would you like to? No, 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 no. I was that crazy. Real crazy talk. Crazy. They can't relax because they think, oh my God, I gotta be before they go out. But this and that, I gotta be by the time this, that. Trust me, I know. I know. You can't even relax. You can't be still. You can't move because you ain't on nobody's time. You don't owe nobody.
Want more exclusive content and special perks? Join my Patreon today and become part of an even closer community. For just $4.99, my bronze members get a special Bronze Kiss badge, 2 live videos a week, early access to my new videos, and exclusive discounts on my merch. That's 65% off. Upgrade to silver for $9.99 and get member shoutouts, 4 exclusive videos every month, custom wallpapers, and exclusive GIFs and emojis to use in your live streams. Gold members, you get a custom emojis to use during videos and streams, plus a free birthday gift. Show off that Gold Kiss badge and style. Feeling extra? Go platinum for $19.99 and be subscriber of the month with shoutouts, a video of your choice posted, and a free gift with every new launch of merch. So what are you waiting for? Pick your level and join my Patreon today for exclusive perks and all the behind the scenes fun. Can't wait to see you there.